reading Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was for the week September 18th to 24th, 2009. In movie news, Kevin Conroy returns to the seminal role as the definitive voice of Batman in Superman Batman Public Enemies, the all-new DC Universe animated movie being released on September 29th. Conroy made his first appearance in 6 years at Comic-Con International to promote the movie. For those fans that didn't get to hear Conroy's words, check out the transcript online at the Superman homepage. The official Superman Batman Public Enemies website has been updated once again. Now the downloads page is available and includes wallpapers and buddy icons. The virtual collector card sweepstakes continues on Facebook, with many fans, including yours truly, having already collected all 50 cards, thereby unlocking all the exclusive content. We all know that Nicolas Cage was once signed on to play Superman in Tim Burton's never-made Superman Lives film, and we've all speculated on what kind of Superman Nicolas Cage would have made. Well, speculate no longer. You can see what is supposedly Cage's costume test in a video made available by timburton.jp. Mark Miller posted a message over at his website forums rebuking the MTV article that made certain claims about his involvement with the next Superman movie. He says he was only joking about the WB not being able to afford him if he said it at all, but refuted claims that he'd ever pitched his idea to anyone at Warner Brothers, which is odd because comments he made a few years ago seem to contradict his current comments. Either way, we're no closer to getting a new Superman movie. The first episode of Season 9 of Smallville airs in the US on Friday, September 25th on the CW. Titled Saviour, this episode sees Clark tell Jor-El he's ready to start his training, but Jor-El sends him back to Metropolis to cut ties with Lois before he can begin. Look for our episode summary and reviews in the next few days. EW's Ostiello Files tells us that in the early episodes, Tess will be interacting mostly with Zod. They'll eventually align, but they'll have different agendas. She wants to protect the Blur, he wants to find it. E-Online Spoiler Chat says that Team Smallville isn't messing around with the special effects. It looks like they pulled out all the stops and the budget on this sweet first episode. While TV Guide's Megabuzz says that in his quest to become the Man of Steel, Clark shuns pretty much everyone. He is particularly icy to Chloe, for whom he refuses to go back in time to save Jimmy. But the blow does come to Lois in her time of need. IESB.net caught up with actress Alison Scagliotti to talk to her about her new TV series Warehouse 13, but also asked her about her role as Twyla, one half of the Wonder Twins on Smallville. She said, "When you meet us on Smallville, we're just getting the hang of using our powers for good, and we're not particularly good at it. We have the best of intentions and it blows up in our face." The CW released the official spoiler-filled description for the third episode of Season 9 of Smallville. Titled Rabid, this episode is scheduled to air on October 9th and sees Zod and his soldiers release a virus into the air that turns humans into zombies. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing episodes of the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Check out his review of No Holds Barred, in which Clark helps wrestler Wayne Winchester stop the paralysing bad luck Brannigan. In comic book news, Superman Group editor Matt Idelson takes us inside the DC offices and gives us a look at what's going on behind the scenes on the Superman comic books. You can read Matt's complete blog along with a few sneak peeks at upcoming artwork at DC's The Source blog. DC Comics released their December 2009 solicitations this past week. We highlighted for you all the Superman related comics and products listed. Of particular interest was the conclusion to the Blackest Night Superman story and DC Chronicles Superman statue due out in May 2010. The last of 12 Superman comic strips from the weekly Wednesday Comics publication from DC Comics is now available to read online at USA Today's website. Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Action Comics 881, which was reviewed by Adam DeChanel, who gave it a 2 out of 5, saying, "Nothing fits anymore. Characterization is off, the storyline doesn't flow properly." While Barry Fryman reviewed Wednesday Comics number 11, saying that the Superman strip has been 11 weeks of psychobabble and super whining. Superman comics and other products shipping this week from September 23rd include Blackest Night Superman number 2, which is available in an alternate cover, Justice League of America number 37, Super Friends number 19, Supergirl number 45, Superman Batman number 64, Superman Secret Origin number 1, also available in an alternate cover, Wednesday Comics number 12, Blackest Night Superman #1 second printing, Justice League Cry for Justice #1 second printing, Justice League Cry for Justice #2 second printing, Superman Batman DVD Batman Maquette, and Superman Batman DVD Superman Maquette. I don't usually mention fan-made stuff here, but Superman fan Stefan Perot has put together a bizarro animation that's worth checking out. Stefan created the animation over the course of a few months, with the character rig done by Jason LeBay. Check it out at 3dstefanimation.com. Well, that's the week that was in the world of Superman for September 18th to September 24th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Welcome to Bailey Planet. This week we're going to discuss the fact that we just got news, or at least I just got news. You know, it's probably 2 weeks in the future for you guys. But anyway, they're not making a Superman movie in the near future. Which sucks. Or maybe it rules because it'll give them time to get their head on straight. But bottom line, Superman is the flagship character of DC, and they're treating him like he's not good enough to even get a movie? I never understood that. Maybe it costs way more than a Batman movie. Maybe they're afraid of the fact that people think he's not cool, even though I think he's really cool. And I've never met someone who, when they see the Superman sticker on the back of my truck, doesn't go, "Alright, Superman!" You know? But nonetheless, they're kind of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like they think it'll somehow mature like a fine wine, and the fact is that if you don't continually reimagine something and keep it in the public eye, it fades. Which I think is probably one of the big factors with why the recognition of Superman's peripheral characters is so low, whereas the recognition of Superman is so high, because it's easy to understand the concept of a guy who's invulnerable and shoots fire from his eyes. But it's harder to make a supporting cast likable and known to the broad populace. And I think that the movie serves to do that, which is why you have to be very, very careful with them, but which is also why they have to come out more than once every 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 years. So yeah, we kind of sit and we wait like we did before, and we will continue to wait, and hopefully what comes out isn't a steaming pile of green poop.
Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.